Summer Madness.
Can't copy respect. I applaud it. Good marketing. I've always agreed with it. I said this probably like 6-7 years ago.
What up, man? Chris, I'm checking back in, man. Back with the blog, man. Make sure that like button, subscribe button, and weigh in, man. I appreciate all the support, man. We got to talk about it, man. ARP voice was used in a URL trailer. I got to be honest with you, man. It was a genius move, bro. It was a real genius move by URL. I just feel like sometimes less is more. And this was another situation like that where ARP has been doing his little documentary series. You know, what is it up to, about 11 parts or something? I feel like it's about maybe 8 to 10 parts or whatever. He's on that series and he's just been, you know, doing this thing, doing a lot of exposing or whatever. It's been interesting for someone like me who's a blogger. I like that shit. You know what I'm saying? I like all the details when it comes to battle rap. I love stuff like that. But let's be real though. It ain't gonna matter at the end of the day. It is not gonna matter, ARP, at the end of the day, man, because all fans care about are battles. If you give the best battles, that's who they're gonna rock with at the end of the day. So, you know, it's really hard to get people out of battle rap once they establish themselves, even as small as a blogger. It's hard to get bloggers out of here. It's hard to get certain battlers out of here. It's definitely hard to get leagues out of here, especially something like URL. So you can do all the exposing you want, but a lot of people don't really care. I mean, it's cool that we get a lot of behind the scenes information. And like I said, I enjoy it and it's good commentary and it's good stuff to talk about. But you'll drop a Summer Madness trailer and this is what happened. People just you know, that's all they care about at the end of the day. And I thought what URL did was brilliant. ARP, he could be petty if he wanted to. He could block it for using his voice if he really wanted to, but I know he's not going to do that. They've been kind of saying, you know, I think it was an interview Smack did where he was like, I'm outside, the rest of these niggas just be talking or whatever, or I just let them talk while I'm outside. This is just another situation where you use the part where ARP says Summer Madness is brilliant, Summer Madness is great marketing or whatever, and then you're letting them know I'm outside while you are in the house talking. So I understand what ARP's real motive behind all of this is like, look, URL has been doing foul shit for a while. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like someone like ARP, he stands on a lot of principle. And he's like, okay, if this is things that are being done, I can't rock with it because principally I don't rock with it at all. And he's like, well, you know, if they're going to do stuff to King of the Dot, if they're going to do stuff to iBattle, if they're going to do stuff to all these different leagues and take battles and do this and block battles and mess up Shotty Horrors event and all that, if you never speak on it, then URL just continues to bully people. So I'm not mad at ARP coming back and speaking his mind. Don't get me wrong. I'm not mad at it at all. Unfortunately, we live in an era where there are a lot of young battle rap fans. When I say young, I mean people in their 20s. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of young fans, and with young fans, they don't really care about a lot of stuff like that. A lot of things that are important in this culture, or not even in this culture, in life. When you think about politics, you think about, you know, as far as like trying to uplift black people and try to do right by certain stuff and really try to push the world forward, you get into that later in your life. You don't be in your 20s, you run around trying to fuck on girls and make money. That's all niggas care about. Once you get into your 30s and your 40s, then you like trying to figure out like, yo, how can I raise the best life for my kid? Or how can I do this? Or how can I, you know, who do I need to vote for? What is this person running, you know, talking about in his political campaign? You know, and what about 401k and how can I save money? That is what you worried about later. So later in life, you'll look back and you'll be like, oh man, this was really foul what they was doing, man. That wasn't cool at all. They really tried to do this and do that and do this and do that. But a lot of young fans, they don't care. They just want to watch the battles. So unfortunately, you know, I feel like with ARP, I feel like it's good, like, to like let it be known. I think he got fed up, like I said, the whole lawsuit and everything. I think he's just tired of it, bro. He's just like, you know what, y'all painting this narrative in the public that y'all are about the culture, that y'all are about people eating and doing everything. You know, Smack did say, whether you want to say it's a truce or not, Smack did say, yo, just do you and let me do me, and just make sure when you do you that you're not trying to do me, but it's, you know, we all can eat, we all can do the da-da-da-da.
Promote this art form that we love known as battle rap. Shout out to all the leagues and their contributions, and I mean all the leagues. I'm not excluding nobody. All the leagues. I show y'all love. I appreciate y'all. It's no beef. I don't want no beef.
Got you.
That's what I'm saying respectfully. I don't want no beef. Just, you know what I mean? Let me do what I do. I'm gonna let y'all do what y'all do. Just don't do what I do so we won't have no problems.
Fire.
I'm here for everybody and for the love of battle rap when really you're monopolizing a situation. And I think that ultimately led to this because I was trying to interview ARP and get him to talk about a lot of this stuff and he didn't want to. And it seems like that phony truth that Smack did was like, okay, you got people out here thinking that you really about the culture and about this, and really you just about yourself and building up URL and trying to make as much money as you can. I'm not mad at that in terms of monopolizing the situation. I always tell you, man, URL needs to worry about URL and nobody else. So I can't say that they should be like concerned with RBE or making sure RBE eats or do what. I tell you that. The only thing I don't like is that you just got to own it. I said that before also. Just own it. Just be like, yo, we the bullies on the block and it is what it is. If you want to beat us, book better battles and build up better talent. And if that was their motto from jump, it's just like either roll or get either roll with us or get rolled over. If that was your motto from jump, you can't do nothing but adapt to it and deal with it at the end of the day. Early on, I think RBE was like a lot respectful of URL to some degree because, you know, obviously you're a fan of URL. They was here first. So you come in the game, you like moving your dates around, trying to make sure that battlers can battle on that platform and your platform. You doing all this stuff trying to accommodate people and realize it's not being done to you. So the voice thing, I think was perfect. I think it was dope. And I think at the end of the day, it was kind of a checkmate to what ARP was doing. I'm not going to say what ARP doing doesn't mean anything in terms of like it wasn't effective. To some degree, it was still effective. It wasn't effective enough to stop nothing URL was doing, but ARP knows that. He knows niggas gonna still go watch Summer Madness. It ain't like, oh, we saw the ARP blogs, we not supporting the movement. Nobody's doing that. But at the end of the day, I think he was speaking up for other people. King of the Dot want to do some shit like this. Other league, guerrilla warfare, Black Ice, stuff like that. They all was affected by URL, bro. They was booking big battles too. Black Ice to look up and you'll have Arsenal on the card and this person on the card and that person on the card and K-Shine and DNA. They was able to book some big battles here and there and they were feeling the effects of the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I bet you if you interview John dealt with it a little bit too with Bullpen. I think that was one of the reasons why he was slowing down a little bit at one point in time because he started Bullpen and was pushing a lot of talent through and able to book big battles. Now, they worked themselves out. The Riot is dealing with it now. Let's not get it twisted. The Riot is dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't telling you what I think. They may never say it publicly, bro, but that's why I'm a blogger. I say stuff publicly. But trust me when I tell you they dealing. It's no coincidence that Rum Nitty is sending out them tweets. No coincidence that Al recently said, you know what I'm saying? I got one more contract left or one more battle left or something. Who knows? Maybe he may be looking to do other things. No coincidence that swamping them is pushed back. Like none of that is coincidence, bro. You know what I'm saying? URL comes in and they bully niggas at the end of the day. They just dropped Jazz the Rapper and Lou Castro 2-on-2 on the app. They just dropped it. That battle didn't even happen on URL. URL so much a bully, bro. They buying other people's footage from other leagues. If you use one of their battles or something, they're like, yo, let me get that. My nigga, let me get that over here. You know what I'm saying? They trying to scoop up and buy all the footage. And they may still let you have it. Well, it's up to you to sell it. Don't get me wrong. Some of these niggas just sell their soul. They don't want to create nothing of their own. They just like, you want to buy it for $250 to put it on the app first? Oh, okay, bet. So URL just buys it, puts it on the app first, and then allows you to put it up on your YouTube channel later. But they may say, well, give it to the app for a month. And then after a month, you can have it for your YouTube channel. That kind of stuff. And that's how they continue to create content. They do it with Dre Dennis League. They do it with Stiz' League and Battle Academy. They do it with all kind of league. That league, A-Ward and Loso versus KD and MVP, they try to buy A-Ward's footage. Now let me get that A-Ward footage. But the league didn't do it. That is what URL does. I'm not mad. Just own up to it at the end of the day. And, you know what I'm saying? And once again, URL is just still doing what URL does. So they dropped it. They dropped the voice. It was a good checkmate to what RBE was doing. And they dropped a crazy announcement. So fire. I gotta give it up. That was fire. What also is interesting to me is how many people are taking on other people's battles. And you got to be very careful doing that. I just saw Elijah Straight Let me see what this nigga just tweeted, man. Elijah Straight. This nigga just made season 1 of a podcast just for URL to 30, old boy, with his own voice. Interesting tweet. You know what I'm saying? Mike P chimes in. He chimes in, 37-part series destroyed in 5 seconds. Now, let me tell y'all something about taking other people's battles. It's never smart to do that, even though you may never, ever battle on RBE. You got to know how business moves, bro. It's never smart to take on other people out. First of all, URL ain't going to book y'all niggas more because y'all D-ride. Let's just call it what it is. Hey, URL ain't going to book y'all niggas no more. Saying URL ain't gonna be like, yeah, go, Elijah Straight, good looking. We gonna put you in surf on Drake card. It's not happening, bro. You know what I'm saying? So get the little D-ride down to a minimum. It ain't happening. The other thing is, the only thing you have in life is leverage and options. Once you lose your leverage and options, you have nothing. So Mike P, let me talk to you, Mike P. Cause I mean, I don't be understanding your moves sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So Mike P, as I have right here, let me see this, man. I have a PG list. You know what I'm saying? Probably can't say it. Long name. A lot of people in Mike P class. Look at all these people in Mike P class. Little PG list. Don't ask me how I got it, man. Chris, I'm biased, man. I get these things, man. I get these things. Mike P, he was in a class with a lot of people, some famous names, you know. You know what I'm saying? Automatic Ray. Shout out to Automatic Ray. Av, Bangs, Cali Smooth. Okay. D Flames. A lot of y'all should know who he is. Dre Vicious. Okay, Emerson Kennedy, Flyco L, shout out to him. Jonah, okay, Gwitty, shout out to Gwitty. Let's see, Illinois, you remember Illinois? Jerry West, okay. Let's see, who else we got? Long list, two pages, you know what I'm saying? It's 2 pages. Let me just highlight the Mike P, of course, his name. Who else we got? Merrick City. Y'all should remember who Merrick City is. Mr. Mills, Mo Mula, shout out to him. None. Okay, R Streets, Riggs, Remedy Loco, RBE shit. Let's see, Scotty. Scotty, okay. Stewie Newton, okay. Who else we got? Let's go. That's it. That is Mike P's PG class. Okay. Mike P, I gotta be honest with you. You started out at the top of your class. You, Av, Jerry West, Emerson Kennedy, y'all probably stand out the most out of everybody. But if you look at your career, it didn't really drop down a lot, bro. You're not really popping hardly at all no more. I gotta keep it real with you. Jerry West is over you right now. None, who was in your class, just beat you. He's over you right now. Av obviously is over you right now. Can't really say Emerson Kennedy is. Cali Smooth is on his way to Hitman's house. You know what I'm saying? Mansion or whatever, doing his thing. Gwitty is more popping than you right now. Gwitty is more popping than you right now. Let's see. Riggs was in a tournament, joined EFB. Y'all about on the same level. If Riggs might even be better right now. Let's just keep it real. Mr. Mills had his little run, and you know I think Scotty is get you up out of here from Houston. Point I'm trying to say is, you're nothing without options, bro. Why would you get on here and join this whole anti-RBE and RBE niggas? Why would you join this anti-URL wave when the only leverage you have is the ability to negotiate between leagues? So if URL knows that you can only battle on URL, then they're going to pay you pennies and they're going to give you crumbs because you ain't got nowhere to go. So if you had options, if you was talented and you was like, take someone like Av. Av ain't said nothing, which is very smart to him. He's just being neutral, being what Av is. Av's biggest battles are really not even on URL coming up. Like the biggest battles we think we would want to see Av in are not on URL. But what is Av trying to do? He's trying to battle Hollow. You know what I'm saying? Newsflash. Nobody gives a damn about you and Hollow. I just keep it real with you. You know what I'm saying? I know there's some stuff that started in spaces and a little trash talking, and he kind of mentioned you in the Geechee battle and stuff like that. But really don't nobody care about it. Ain't nobody checking for Av and Hollow. Let's just call it what it is. Nobody's checking for that battle. They do like you and Big K, and they do like you and Mac Myron. Both those battles are off of URL. Your only leverage with URL is the fact that they may think that you have the ability to go battle Big K and go battle Mac Myron on RBE. That you can negotiate higher pay. You can negotiate different matchups. You can negotiate different stages because the threat of you leaving is always there because you got options. And it's already been reported that you and ARP was talking about doing a battle event. So now you can say, look, man, they offered me Big K and Mike P. I mean, Big K and Mac Myron a 2-battle deal. What y'all got for me? What you got for me, man? You got something better than me? I need hollow. I need hollow, man. I need hollow. I need hollow and I need 15K. If you don't have no options, you get crumbs, my nigga. So Mike P, you just lost to none. Where can you go and battle at? Where? King of the Dot, GTX, RBE. None of these niggas is checking for you. So if URL knows that you have nowhere to go, you are going to get the bare minimum. You turn into an app battler, bro. You motherfucking turn into an app battler. You battled Twerk on Gnome, and you may never see that stage again. You didn't let None, who really lost the Av. He really lost the Av in his PG. Take time off, spend time with his family, rebrand himself, and then caught your ass already. None took time off and caught your ass. Stop fighting battles that ain't yours, bro. URL don't care about you. I don't know if they told you, you know what I'm saying? You want me to call them and ask them? They don't care about you, bro. They don't care about you. All you are is an asset if you provide revenue. Once your talent is no longer your talent, they don't care about you. You know all these niggas on that list, you know what they got in common? All these niggas on this list. Promises. Oh, man, I'm going to make you a star. I'm going to get you on URL. You're going to do your thing. There's a lot of niggas I thought was going to be dope that's on this list. And I got all the PGs. Every PG it was ever in battle rap, I got on these lists. Empty promises and broken hearts. Niggas are no longer on URL, bro. When URL does not need you anymore, you are out of here. Mike P, you on a thread, my nigga. You on a thread. And you run around here trying to throw some tweets up for a like. Come on, bro. You got to be smart. Leverage, bro. Leverage, my guy.
Chris, bias. Man, subscribe to the channel, man. Don't be a hater your whole life. Chris, bias.